rum supplies for the next few years. Or weeks. Corsair spirits, high proof. I'll only talk to him when I absolutely...
Come on then, roll the dice.
Easy, easy.
I've got what I wanted. I'll pour the wine out. A jug of rum. That should be enough to liven things up. What happened yesterday exactly?
Well, I was in the bar, of course, and there was that little Dolorita, or whatever she's called. Anyway, she sat herself down next to me just as I was getting my old tin of weed out, and I offered her some.
And then?
And then, I don't rightly know. I just woke up on the beach this morning with a crab nipping at my knees, and the tin was gone.
See you later.
Yes, till then.
Hello. How are you?
How am I supposed to be? Not a lot happening here.
So you're Dolorita, am I right?
Rita, Dolly, Dolores, Lolita. Call me what you like.
Well, good, Rita. It's about a friend who was in the bar yesterday. He had a smoking weed tin with him. Do you remember him at all?
A big, handsome fellow. Totally drunk? Yeah, he had a tin with him.
And did you see what he did with it?
Hey? What's he supposed to have done with it?
Where he put it, I mean. On the bar or in his pocket?
No idea. I think it was on the bar. I didn't pay much attention. He was well away and was arguing.
With you?
No. With the man who couldn't keep his horrible little hands to himself.
Did he hit him?
Yes, of course. But the other one was stronger and kicked him out.
And then?
Eh? Well, then the evening just got more awful than you can imagine.
This other fellow you mentioned, who was that?
He's called Juan. Don Juan. He reckons he's the best. Pure wishful thinking, if you ask me.
Did he get what he wanted?
What are you thinking? He couldn't even pay for his own rum. And I only ever do it for nothing on the day of the Holy Virgin Mary.
All the best.
On your way.
Hello, Capitan.
Hola. How goes it?
About the smoking weed tin again. Have you got any recollection at all of where you last saw it?
Well, maybe in the store. It might be that it slipped down between the barrels. But I'm not exactly sure. I was otherwise engaged. Comprende?
All the best, Don.
You too, amigo.
If I'm not mistaken, the tin must be here somewhere. Perfect. There it is. Look what I've got.
My tin! Oh, 1,000 thanks. I'll definitely put in a good word for you, lad.
Thank you.
Bring them here! Greetings to you, who have managed to find your way here.
We thank you, O great Leviathan, for receiving us.
Tell me, how did you manage to win over 5 of my captains?
With drive and intellect.
And you, Jamila, you who has fallen from grace together with your rebellious father, how dare you stand before me?
I trust your power of judgment and beg for your forgiveness. My father is dead. He has paid for his disobedience.
Paid, you say? 20 men died with him, and the ship was destroyed.
Silence! You are not granted to speak for me.
Forgive me, O great Leviathan. I did not want...
Quiet, I say! What is it you want from me?
We wish, with your permission, to leave Malta.
Why? Don't you like it here?
Yes, it's just... My brother was abducted by the Spanish Inquisition, and I must rescue him.
Alone against the Spanish Inquisition? You really are full of surprises.
He is not alone. I accompany him. That is, if you let me go.
Well, I will have to think about that. But first, tell me, who are you, and what is your name?
Theodore Morales. I am an inventor, and I come from Barcelona.
As you are not one of us, you must first prove that you have earned my respect. Are you ready to take a test?
Yes, O great Leviathan, I am ready.
You can choose from 5 tasks: fencing, swimming, climbing, diving, and serving. Which do you choose?
How about fencing?
Show us what you can do, and fight against my best man.
Jamila has already beaten him, and I can't surpass her skill. Serving? Where and who?
Half a year as a cabin boy under one of my captains.
Sounds tempting, but I've got no time for that. The task involving diving. What exactly do I have to do?
Not far from the beach is a sunken ship, which is supposed to have a huge diamond embedded in the helm. According to legend, it's still there. Thus far, no one has managed to dive for so long. That is the toughest task of all. Bring me the diamond from the middle of the helm and I'll grant your wish.
Am I allowed to use aids?
Yes. The most important thing is that you get the diamond.
Good. Then I choose this task. Hey, Jamila?
Yes?
Do you know anything about the shipwreck and the diamond-studded helm?
Not much. My father never allowed me to swim on that side. Apparently because it was haunted. It's supposed to have appeared out of nowhere and sunk with all its crew in the night for no particular reason.
Very strange.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you that.
No, I don't mind at all. I'm a man of science. Till later then, Jamila.
Take care of yourself.
That's where the sunken ship is supposed to be. I'd have enough breath to get on board, but not enough to get back up again. I need something with which I can take air down with me. As a child, Ramon once paddled out to sea in a barrel, right into the middle of a storm. But nothing happened to him because he put the barrel on top of himself. And no matter how hard the waves broke over him, he always had enough air in there. That's sure to be there for a while longer, in case I need it.
Come on then, roll the dice.
Easy, easy.
Hola, Capitan.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh.
You drink a fair bit of rum.
Yes, about 4 or 5 jugs of an evening. Not many can drink as fast as me.
4 to 5 jugs. Can you imagine just how many you could drink your way through if it weren't rum, but wine in those jugs?
Probably twice as much.
What? Twice? With what you can take, we must be looking at 3 times as many.
Ah, you could be right. 3 times 5 jugs, that's, well, whatever. A hell of a lot, huh?
That would be a record. See you later.
Yes, till then. Hey, barman, bring me wine for my dry throat. Yes, on the far right. A jug of wine.
Did you hear that? Now there's a man of the world sitting there.
What kind of a world? One where there's no rum left?
One where the men aren't already lying drunk under the table before sunset.
Where's my wine, Governor? I'm dying of thirst.
That won't happen in here. Here.
Ah, thank you. Here's to Grandma. May she rest in peace.
We'll have wine too. If that's what my sweetheart wants, then let's splash out.
Oh, I like you like this.
Ah, another!
What? A drink off, is it? Just wait.
Me too! Make it 2 jugs.
Oh, great. That's my evening ruined.
We're out of wine.
Successfully emptied. So, that's step 1 of the construction plan complete. Now I need to weigh down the barrel somehow, so that it doesn't float back to the surface immediately. The barrel would be pushed under the water, but the stones are sure to shift when it moves. The stones stay put. Now I've got a source of air underwater. I hope this legendary helm diamond really does exist. Otherwise, my diving invention is useless to me. Here, great Leviathan, the diamond from the helm of the sunken ship.
Fyodor Morales, you really have guts. I could do with someone like you. Won't you stay here and crew on my ship?
That is indeed an offer, O great Leviathan. But I have to get to my brother in Tripoli as quickly as possible. I told you what happened to him.
I understand your motives. And that's why I will help you. Both of you. With my help, you will both soon be in Tripoli.
We thank you, O great Leviathan, 1,000 times.
With the help of the great Leviathan, Fyodor and Jamila boarded a trading ship that took them south, all the way to the harbour of Tripoli. They evaded the Spanish naval blockade, hidden in barrels, and as such made it into the large trading harbour, undiscovered. From there, a middleman brought them to a remote corner of the city.
Who have we got here, then?
Hello, Rafi. Nice to see you.
Jamila, I knew you couldn't live without me for long.
Oh, yes. The longing was simply overwhelming.
Still need to work on your lying, but let's get you out of there first, princess.
Thank you. It's about time. I feel really fuzzy. There must have been a rum barrel.
Still, better than pickled fish. Now tell me, what brings you to Tripoli?
2 reasons. The first, I want to find my father's murderer.
Carlos is dead. That's terrible news.
Yes, it is. And I promise you, I will avenge his death.
You can count on my help, Jamila.
Thank you, Rafi, old friend. And now take your crowbar and open up this barrel here, before the contents start smelling of pickled fish.
Did you take my advice and finally bring a pretty girlfriend with you?
Look for yourself.
Hello?
Who is this?
I'm Fyodor Morales, inventor from Barcelona, and most thankful indeed to you, O unknown friend.
I think there must have still been rum in the barrel.
Who the devil is that?
The second reason why I'm here. To free his brother, who's being held by the Spanish Inquisition.
The Spanish Inquisition? You may as well just stroll on into hell.
I'm so happy you want to help us.
Do I?
You said you'll help me to avenge my father. Well, he was killed by the same people who have Fyodor's brother in their clutches.
Then I guess I do.
We got from the ship to the city in these barrels. Hello, Rafi.
Hey, Theodorus, what's the plan?
You know that I'm looking for my brother. He's called Ramon and has very bright white hair. Have you heard of him?
White hair, you say? I know that 6 people with white hair arrived here in chains.
6? So it's got something to do with the color of Ramon's hair?
No idea, but it's been teeming with albinos around here since the Inquisitor arrived. Before then, I hadn't even seen one.
Ramon isn't an albino. He only has white hair. His eyes are not red, they're grey.
All right, I didn't mean to offend anyone. Even if he was an albino, then it wouldn't be so bad.
Whatever. You think the Inquisitor is behind all this? But why?
He'll have some kind of reason. Since the Spanish conquered the city 4 years ago, they've found plenty of reason to lock up, torture, and kill people.
Do you know where the white-haired prisoners were taken?
I think to the old palace. That's where the Inquisition have taken residence. But, hey, no one actually knows that, and especially not from me, understood?
Sure. Whose palace is that?
The former palace of the Emir. After the occupation, the Spanish governor moved to a building by the harbor so that he could keep a better eye on the coastline.
Problems with the Corsairs, I assume.
Exactly. The palace then stood empty for a long time, until the Inquisition discovered it. Now it's guarded night and day.
And what about the rest of the city?
Now and then, soldiers patrol between the harbor and the city gates. Doesn't matter to me, though, as long as they leave me and my lads in peace.
But how can you be so certain they will?
As long as we don't cause any trouble and don't support the Corsairs, no one stops us from continuing to sell goods to Europe. And are you a Corsair?
No.
You see, then everyone is sticking to the rules, right?
Tell me, Raffi, you belong to a band of smugglers, grave robbers and thieves, right?
Why do you want to know?
I just do. I don't know anything about that kind of business.
Then ask me. I can get anything you want and bring it anywhere. For a bag of ducats, I'll smuggle a whole pyramid to Barcelona for you. Well, interested?
Yes, but I've got no money. Do you earn well?
Certainly not bad. The best money is for treasures from old graves. The Europeans are crazy for all that dusty junk.
See you later, then.
See you around.
Hey!
Hey!
Tell me, how did you actually meet Raffi?
My father and he did lots of business together. Why do you ask?
No reason. I'll be off then.
All right.
Judging by the number of seats, Raffi's little smuggler family is made up of 8 members. I wonder who takes care of the food round here. This second door has been seriously barricaded. Smuggled goods. Everything from coffee beans to Pharaoh's jewelry. Dirty and run down, just as you'd expect from a hideaway for thieves and smugglers.
Hey, keep off!
A shisha. I know this kind of water pipe from Uncle Tabbit, but it never appealed to me. Hello, Raffi.
Hey, Theodorus, what's the plan?
This black sash, what does it mean?
Did someone let you take it?
No, I just thought there were loads hanging there.
You can't just take it. You have to earn it, understand?
See you later then.
See you around.